So what's good, homies? It's your man, Dr. BOA. You know, we do this talk about body count all the time, and I tell you, man, one thing about body count. It doesn't matter how many men a woman has been with. Once it gets past 0, that's the line. Now, for you men who do care about the body count, you might as well stop caring about it because you're never going to know the truth about it. And here's why you're not going to know the truth about it. You men think that women just intentionally skew those numbers. For the most part, they don't. You got to understand, women live in a fantasy world, so they have the ability to view something from a totally false perspective and accept that false perspective, that false reality as truth. And body count is one of those things where they do that. Now, somebody sent me a video on IG with Angela Yee's podcast, and they had DDG on as a guest. And one of her co-hosts said something crazy when it comes to how many men are too many for a woman to deal with in a month. And the number was 3. So one chick was like, well, no, more than one man in 1 month, that's kind of all over the place. Angela Yee was like, well, yeah, 3, yeah, 3 that's about enough. Anything more than 3, that's just bad. Especially if you're dating multiple people. But the other chick, what she said, let's just take a listen to it, man, and we'll come back and chop it up on a real tip.
2 bodies in 1 month.
Is it a lot? I don't think it's a lot if you're a single woman and you're dating, because dating normally means you're dating multiple people. But I will say anything over 2 in the same 30-day time span is overboard.
What if you're getting paid for it? No, I'm kidding.
What?
I'm just kidding. Wow.
Well, in that case, no. I think more than 2 is overboard. And I would say, because I'm a woman and I have a menstrual cycle, a period, right? So I feel like if it's a period in between, then I hit the reset button. So, you know what I'm saying?
What if you're
that
single?
makes it more acceptable.
What if you're single and it's like guys from your past? Like a couple of exes, because exes don't really count.
Yeah.
Do they?
And that's really what I'm
You
thinking.
already did
Like
it.
maybe it's a current guy and an ex.
I think that no matter what's the situation, more than one without a condom.
We didn't say nothing about condoms.
Where did that come from?
We didn't say nothing about condoms.
No. I mean, listen, if she takes 10 dicks with a condom, it's okay.
Okay.
If she takes 2 without one, it's too
bad.
many.
Okay, so as long as you're safe.
Yeah,
and that makes sense because when you get the mixing fluids, then that's when that throws up your pH and you're fucking yourself up.
Then you end up with it.
Exactly.
What is that called?
Bacterial.
Trick. Trick is like a disease from having sex with too many people, yeah.
So it don't count
Trichomonas.
if you wear a condom, basically.
Sex never counts when you wear a condom.
Yeah,
I'm joking. Listen, it don't count. It don't count if I don't condom, and it don't count if we use the condom. So
Now, what you hear is a woman who has decided that she's going to figure out a way to not have to count the 3 bodies that she catches in a month. So basically, if she catches 2 bodies on the 10th and her time of the month comes on the 15th, by the time you get with her on the 25th, if you say, hey, when's the last time you've been active? She's going to say, well, I haven't been. But there were 2 men. But the time of the month came and gave her a reset. She started over. Can you imagine if a woman believes that every month, her time of the month gives her a reset? That forever, that woman is a virgin. Like, well, she's going to tell you you're her first with that logic. You know what I'm saying? What you got to understand is all of this revolves around the her body, her choice narrative. Yeah, now that's normally about pregnancy and whether you want to keep the child or not, but it narrows all the way down to anything that has anything to do with her body. If she decides she don't want to count those bodies, she don't have to. If she decides she don't want to count those men, she don't have to. See, when a woman believes that you're a catch, then she'll figure out a way to skew the numbers on whatever it is that you like. That's why when you men be sitting down running your mouth and yapping and doing all this with these women, telling them all about your desires and everything that you want and everything that you need in a woman and what you had from the last woman and what you didn't like and what you do like and what you don't want or what you do want. That woman is sitting logging all of that in her mental Rolodex and all of the things that she doesn't meet, all of the requirements she doesn't meet, she's going to skew the numbers on those things. If you say you want a woman, man, who never had an emotional trauma from a relationship, she gonna lie about the heartbreak she just had. If you say, you know, you want a woman who has a degree in such and such, then suddenly she's got a degree. Suddenly her associates become a doctorate. So she's not really lying. She does have a degree. It's just not a doctorate, like she said. And when it comes to that body count thing, you know, if you're a man who just, you know, if you're like, man, you know, I've been, you know, celibate or abstaining for a year, you know what? She's been celibate or abstaining for at least 6 months. The woman could have just been with somebody, but if she's had her menstrual cycle since then, guess what? Hey, man, it's been just as long for her as it's been for you, or at least half that time. See, you got to understand some things about women. Women try to discard unpleasurable experiences from their mind. So if she was with a man and didn't like it, or felt like she was used for it, or felt like the man presented himself in a way, or she felt any kind of negative way about it, she eliminates that one from her mind. That dude don't count. So that's one down. He gone. She ain't gonna never count him. If you know, if it was an experience where, you know, say dude was a minute man. Hey man, that experience don't count. It got to last at least 30 minutes. In her mind, it's got to last at least 30 minutes to count. That was only a minute. That was 5 minutes. It don't count. She gonna throw that one out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not making this up, man. I'm telling you the type of things that women do, man. A woman will tell you about a situation, man, that, you know, that she was the cause of, and then she'll turn around and just blame everybody else for it. And then later on down the line, you come to find out it was her. These are the type of things that they do. That's why you have to eliminate these women who have these emotional traumas from past relationships. I tell you, man, all the time, if she's been heartbroken, her heart is still broken. Heartbreak doesn't heal. When a woman has heartbreak, she needs counseling. She can't just jump back into anything. Heartbreak needs to be healed through counseling. A woman has to come to grips with those feelings. She's heartbroken still. So you just got to keep in mind, man, that any man that she's not proud to say she's been with, she's going to eliminate him from the count. And I think many of you men just don't understand how easy it is for a woman to convince herself that that's true. Women don't really tell lies like y'all think they do. Women create truths from falsifications of the facts. She'll look at a falsification of the facts, throw it around in her mind enough times and add enough stuff to it and add enough ingredients to it. She believes that if it's too salty, you could add enough ingredients to get rid of the salt. And then now she's sitting there eating it, high blood pressure going up, you know, crazy. But she's convinced herself it ain't as salty anymore. That's how they function. This has nothing to do with them being good or bad. This just is the way that they function. And you may have to keep that in mind. So let's say if it's a dude that she wouldn't get with now, any man that a woman that's been with in the past that she wouldn't get with now, let's say she got with a man in the past and now he a fiend. You know what I'm saying? Now he's an addict. Man, she never get with that man. Or, you know, say she get with a man in the past, now that man come out the closet, man. She not gonna claim that man. If that man come out and say, yeah, that used to be my girl right there, she gonna deny it. She will deny any man that might get her in trouble. One of her relatives, man, you know, one of her friends, man, or, you know, her anybody that will bring drama to her or bring negative energy to her, she will eliminate all of those men. So that's why men say so much that if a woman says a number, just multiply it by 3. So there's nothing, because you might not be able to multiply it by 3. If a woman say 3, that don't mean she's been with 9. If a woman say 9, that don't mean she's been with 27. That's just a random arbitrary number we throw out to indicate that the number is never going to be truly what it is, unless the number is 0. 0 is the only number that counts. All the rest of the numbers that aren't 0 are all the same, because you never know what that number is. If that number can't be 0, 1 could be 12, 2 could be 36, 3 could be 916. You just never know. And you won't ever know. So just like she said here, for her, it's that time of the month. It comes, it eliminates whatever you've done. For other women, it's something else. Some women believe they drink a gallon of water a day for a week, or if they fast, or if they do a cleanse, then everything is out. Then you have the born again virgin, but we're not going to even talk about that because that's just about the Jesus juice. But you've met him. You met the born again virgin who believes that because she drinks the Jesus juice, that
everything is gone. I have never been with a man before. Yes, that's my child, but I don't know where that child came from. It didn't come from me. I am clean. I am whole. I am a born again virgin. Everything about me has been sealed back up. My hymen has been put back in place. I don't care what you say. Wait a minute. Whose baby is that? Yes, she looked like me, but I don't know where she came from because I am a born again virgin.
You hear those women say that and they believe it. They don't say it to you as a joke. Ha ha ha, I'm a born again virgin. No, they present it to you as a fact. Why? Because she can create anything that's false and make it a fact in her mind. Just like this chick did in this interview. These women are talking about what they believe. How does she believe that? Because she wants to. Everything that she does is always going to make her either the what? The victim or the victor. If she can't win, then somebody did something to her. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what you men have to say. I'm out.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto.